Simply Southern is produced by the Alabama Farmers Federation and made possible with the support of Alabama Farmers Cooperative.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local quality co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
Hello and welcome to Simply Southern. I'm Mary Wilson.
And I'm Kevin Worthington. On today's show, we continue profiling some of Alabama's top young farmers. Today we're headed for Dale County, where the McCoy family grows peanuts and cotton.
There's more than one way to serve in tennis. An adaptive tennis program is giving those with special needs a chance to experience the joy of the game.
Now you're going to hate yourself if you don't stick around to the end of today's show. Stacy Little of SouthernBite.com is showing us a quick, easy way to make one of my favorite desserts, peanut butter cup pie, and you don't even have to cook it.
But we kick off today's show in Eastaboga. For Justin Hill, farming is a family tradition.
He's the fourth generation to farm the same land in Calhoun County. And while his family raises cattle and horses, Justin's career really took flight with honeybees.
In the past decade, he's grown his business from one hive to hundreds. And chefs across the country are creating memorable dishes featuring honey from the Eastaboga Bee Company. Cattle and horses are familiar faces at Justin Hill's family farm in Eastaboga. But back in 2013, there was a new buzz of excitement as Justin brought in bees.
It's really a real good co-working relationship, especially with cattle farmers, because there's so much to do with clover. There's so many things that would benefit a cattle pasture that the honeybees can help pollinate.
Similar to cattle farming, beekeeping requires you build up a certain amount of courage before approaching the animals.
When I first got started beekeeping, when you first walk up to the hive, everything in your body will tell you that this is not where you need to be. These things will sting you. But through practice, you learn that you can absolutely work them without any harm.
A good jacket and veil can help build that necessary courage.
Obviously, you don't want your head or anything like that stung. And any beekeeper, I don't care how tough you are, you're working 8, 10, 12-hour days, those stings start adding up.
We made our trek to Eastaboga in early spring as the bees were just starting to be more active, with the worker bees leaving to collect pollen from surrounding wildflowers. Since it was too early in the year to harvest honey, we simply paid the bees a friendly visit.
Here, hold that for a minute.
Where do I take it from you?
By the collars.
By the collars?
Where my fingers are. There you go.
Okay, got it.
It's honey, so it's a little heavier than the brood is.
Okay, I gotcha. Wow, I'm holding honeybees.
After 8 years, Justin now harvests honey from hundreds of hives scattered across 3 counties. And he creates additional products from beeswax, which are available online at Eastabogabee.com. But you can also find Eastaboga Bee Company honey on the menu at Birmingham's most highly acclaimed restaurants.
Justin and I were introduced, and I was really excited about him and his honey, and then he brought us 5 gallons. We immediately started to incorporate it into our restaurants, and then we just developed a friendship.
Recently, Chef Stitt added the Eastaboga Burnt Honey Cake to his menu at Bottega, where Mark Christie serves as pastry chef.
One of the books that I received in the last few months was the 20th Century Cafe by a woman from North Carolina. Her signature dish is this burnt honey cake. And it's really messes up the whole kitchen. You use almost every pan. And then there's this flavor of Justin's honey that we burn and get caramel notes. And you fill that with this buttercream, and it is just amazing good.
And for Justin, that's the sweet taste of success.
On those hot Alabama August days, those are the things that keep you going, that keep you motivated, that keep you inspired. They really do.
It was special to see Justin get to try that burnt honey cake from Bottega because even though farmers are constantly working with chefs and restaurateurs, it's not every day that they get to taste test what their products become.
Now, it looked really good. Did you get a chance to try some for yourself?
I did, and it was so good, I have literally had a dream about it since trying the cake.
Great. So my piece is...
I'm not sharing if I do get another piece, Kevin.
Thanks.
You're just out of luck on that one. Now, up next on Simply Southern, we're hitting the courts to learn more about an adaptive tennis program that's a win for both athletes and volunteers.
If you're going on vacation, don't forget about safeguarding your home while you're away. Ask a house sitter to make regular visits so your home keeps that lived-in look. Using a security system can provide additional peace of mind. Plus, most insurance companies offer a discount on home insurance if you have a security system. If you want more tips for protecting your home, just visit alphainsurance.com. These Alpha Insights are proudly presented by Alpha Insurance.
Wear long pants, long sleeve shirts, and closed-toed shoes. Don't be ticked. Use repellents with 20% DEET on skin and 0.5% permethrin on gear and clothing. Don't be ticked. Avoid sitting on rotten logs or stumps. Don't be ticked. Protect yourself from serious tick-borne illnesses and seek timely treatment to prevent long-term problems. No hunters were angered in the making of this film.
Soybean is a very versatile product. We make crayons out of it.
A lot of the combines you see rolling through the fields have a lot of plastic side panels that are made from a soy product.
The soybeans that we grow on our farm mostly goes into chicken feed.
Soybean production in Alabama employs over 10,000 people.
We grow some of the best soybeans in the world.
We go the extra mile to make sure when our name is stamped on it, we know it's the best product we can produce.
Redland Farms grew to Redland Cotton with the help of Alabama Farm Credit. After World War II, my grandpa bought land to start a farm, which was passed down to my dad. Now, my dad and I are producing quality American products from the cotton we grow right here on this farm. Through our relationship with Alabama Farm Credit, we are bringing jobs to Alabama and creating a legacy for future generations to come.